Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Have you been having a pretty rough week where you're getting pulled into drama that's not really yours? Or perhaps, it's the excitement of kids going back to school and it's all those things we need to get done. Sometimes it's other people's drama and they're trying to pull you into it. And sometimes it's affecting a family member and it pulls you into it and you just feel like you don't have enough time to recharge and reconnect, well, this call is for you because on Tuesday nights, what do? We get a full body healing, we get an emotional healing, a mental healing, we get a whole rebalancing of our system. And this is a beautiful way to recharge and reboot every week. And I look forward to it so much. So thank you for joining me today, either live or replay of the group healing call. And today I realize we've now been doing this for over 4 years. And I know there's some people in the chat that have been joining me that long. And that was the beginning of COVID, and we didn't know how to keep healing people. And we just decided to do this type of thing. And I've been committed to doing it weekly. And I always said, well, I'll do it until we no longer need it. And we're still here. And to be quite honest, it is a recharge and a reboot and a healing that I look forward to every Tuesday. Group healing is very powerful. Some people will say they don't like group healing because they might be a little bit intimidated, they don't know what to expect. They might feel like, say if the energy that's being released might come to me. Some people say, Brenda, they're so powerful, I can't handle it because I get anxious. Well, the anxiety that comes up before these calls is actually our healing. The dense energy that's coming up, the traumas, it has a consciousness and it doesn't want to be pulled out of your system. So it can give this anxiety feeling before a call. If you breathe through it and know when we do these calls, we are only surrounded by beings of light. There is so much love that comes into this call and so much protection. I know, because I've been doing this for 4 years, that me and so many others heal at the physical, the mental, and the emotional level during these recharges. And they're getting more intense and more powerful every week. And the beauty of this, and this is one of my favorite parts, is when we send out love, when you bless something, what happens? It blesses us back. Well, imagine this tremendous amount of energy at the end when we compile it and intend it, and our hearts are throbbing and blazing positive energy, and it's all coming together. And we ask it to surround Mother Earth, weave into Mother Earth, and be made available to all of humanity and plants and animals and fish and anything in existence. Well, not everyone is ready to accept the love that's being created. That surplus energy has to go somewhere. So I imagine it coming back to all of us tenfold. And that's why so many of us almost, I'm not going to say addicted, but look very forward to Tuesdays for that reboot and recharge. This weekend has been a pretty busy weekend for myself. A lot of personal things happening, not so much to me, but to some people I love and hold dear to my heart. So I'm being there for them while they go through their things. And, when something happens within a family, it then brings in hurt feelings because someone wasn't notified and a whole big drama happens. Well, what do I do in those cases? I just become the observer because everyone's playing out their own hurts, their own victim mentality, their own inner child that wants to be heard. So when things kind of get high stress and people are tired and people are worried and concerned, and then there's the added of going back to school for a lot of kids out there, there's a lot going on. And what happens in those cases is we can either get pulled into the drama or we can watch it as an observer. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to bring up all that stuff that may have happened the past week. It might be older stuff coming up to the surface for release. And we are going to surround it with this beautiful, loving energy. The frequency of love is the most powerful energy. And when we bathe ourselves in it today, we're just going to let all that stuff melt away. So before we begin the call, you may want to make a list of things that are bothering you. You may just have them fluttering up right now. whatever it is, whether it's new, whether it's an old thing, whether it's a repeating thing, a repeating pattern, you want to kind of look at those thoughts and say, you know what? They don't control me. I control my mind. I control what I'm thinking. Which leads me to it reminds me of a video I made more recently. I think it's called Separating from Your Thoughts. I'll put the link of it in this one. And it was a video I created. It was a live, I think I did, where I showed a video on how it works and how you can go into a state where it's almost an altered state of consciousness, to be quite honest, where you can bring up those thoughts one by one and you put them into a box. And then all your thoughts are going into this box. And then after, you get to pull out the ones you want to continue thinking about. And the other ones that are just kind of in the background, causing chaos, causing sadness, leave them in the box. They're still yours, but they lighten the load. And you can tap into them if you want to, making those thoughts more of a choice than something that's in your head all the time. There's a lot going on this planet, a lot going on. And there's multiple realities and we're seeing everything and it's a little bit overwhelming. And I'm going to take a moment here and just look at the chat and just wondering, is anyone here feeling overwhelmed? Has things not been going their way? Have they started to get second thoughts about, am I doing the right thing? A lot of people have been reporting, and I myself have had the same issue this week, where a negative thought has come in about someone or something I love. And I thought, where is this negative thought coming from? I love this person. I would never think that. Well, as those thoughts come in, acknowledge them. We don't want to suppress anything. There's no more suppressing. A lot of you are busy career people, busy moms, busy dads, where when some trauma happens or something happens and it doesn't feel good, what did we used to do? We used to take that, suppress it, and continue. I don't have time to dwell over that. I don't have time to think about that. But now we're in the healing phase as we go through the ascension process. What happens in the healing phase? Our emotional field gets rattled. We're getting rattled. We're getting shaken up. And as we are, old crap is coming up. Old memories are coming up. I'm not good enough. This person did this to me or that happened. This is where you become the observer and acknowledge what's happening. And while all this is happening and releasing, you have that up and down feeling. One thing I want you to remember is you are a magnificent being of light. You are a spirit having a human experience. Everything that you're experiencing is really kind of cool because your oversoul is really experiencing at a different level than we are. We're kind of down in the trenches, deep in the water. It's kind of hard to be human, right? I mean, I raise my hands being human. It's pretty difficult. But I've kind of hit that place where I can observe, I can respond, no more reacting. And I can say, for the first time in my life, the last few months, I'm happy to be on earth. I haven't asked to leave once. I'm saying, yes, bring it on. Let me see what I have to release. Let me see what I need to heal. And then what happens is the universe, God, my higher self, brings me challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. And I'm like, whoa. And I look back at this last weekend and all the ups and downs I had. I said, wow, I did really good. I managed to stay very, very neutral as the observer. I've learned to go to bed at night reviewing what happened. Actually, to be quite honest, not every night because I've been pretty exhausted. So I'm just like, okay, I'll reboot tomorrow. Just take care of it for me. I've been leaving it to God and going to sleep and saying, I'm not responsible for someone else's journey. I can do what I can do. But at that point, whatever the journey is, it's their journey. So I've learned to detach and not take responsibility. But then all these thoughts come in. Well, maybe you are responsible. Maybe you should be more responsible. Maybe you're this, maybe you're that. I'm like, okay, I'm just watching it, that neutrality, that duality within me talking. And I know a lot of people are also feeling some of this because I get people saying, Brenda, I love this person, but something inside of me saying things that I should doubt them, or I should be angry at them, or I should think this and that. I'm like, who is this? That's just a part of us. So let it come to the surface. Don't give it too much attention. Everything needs to come to the surface for healing. And then let it go. And it's very interesting when someone decides, I am going to forgive someone, and they really do the work to forgive at a very deep cellular level, there's resistance. And the resistance will say, why would you ever forgive that person after what they did? Although remembering that forgiving yourself and forgiving others is the way into the ascension process. We are not going to be able to go through that eye of the needle holding baggage, whether it's anger at ourselves, anger at someone else, whether it's fear or worry or anxiety or traumas or negative beliefs, like all that stuff that humanity is carrying around with them right now needs to heal. And we heal layer by layer by layer. And I know that frustrates some people because how many layers do I have? Well, if you take after this girl here, you probably have many, 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 many layers. And it's going to be a process to release them layer by layer. You can sometimes do something called a quantum leap. But what happens is when you release so much and then you raise your vibration, your 3D body needs to catch up. So you might be in bed with, headaches or nausea or flu-like symptoms, rashes. I used to do quantum shifts. I stopped because I didn't like the feeling of my body, that what I had to go through to catch up to that energy release. So now I always say, take me as fast as I can go, but allow me to be available in health for myself, my family, and my work. So I maybe not moving as fast, but I'm quite content where I am. And if I keep shifting slowly and slowly, and sometimes there's this little jump here and there, and I get really excited about it because our higher self, that's what's guiding us. Our physical minds are just really experiencing. But doesn't the physical mind with the negative ego want to try to create, well, it's good, this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and that's going to happen, and that's going to happen? I stopped doing that because all I ever did was take the long route to the end. But now that I just trust, know, and believe that through passion, excitement, and inspiration, I'm going to be guided to the next step and guided to the next step and guided to the next step. It's like you almost like jump to this beautiful outcome that I could not even imagined. If I tried to get there, I would have taken left turn, right turn, here, there, go here, go here. And I would have got lost around the way and never made it. But when you trust, know, and believe and follow that passion and have fun along the way and add more fun in your life, because higher vibration brings higher good things. Staying positive brings positive things. But how many of you are doing all the right things and they're not seeing a change in their physical reality? And then what happens? We start to question ourselves. Why isn't this working? Why? I must be doing something wrong. Perhaps you're not doing anything wrong. Perhaps you're doing everything right, but there's a time delay for physical reality. Sometimes, although we're making great progress, our higher self, the universe, is going to test us again with the same crap that we've been going through. And we're like, wait a second. I've just done all this work and the same stuff is here. I must be doing something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. That's just, you're being tested. And if you then look at it from a different angle and say, you know what? I'm doing everything right. And if I need to do more, please let me know. But I know I'm doing everything right. I'm on a good track. And if this same pattern's coming up, or this experience is coming up, or all this drama in my family is coming up, or I'm being pulled into this, that's okay. Because there's an echo. There's an echo of things. And I'm going to respond differently. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get pulled into the drama. I'm just going to hold the space for myself and everyone else. And then some people might say, well, you look a little bit, cold, or you're dissociated, or you said you're not going to do anything. No, I'm not doing anything in desperation. I'm not doing anything in panic. I'm not doing anything because people are demanding me to respond. Absolutely not. I'm going to hold my power, and I'm going to get that inspiration to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Not because A, B, or C is telling me what to do. Those days are gone. When people say, I need an answer from you now. You can need an answer all you want from me now. You're not getting one. I'll give you an answer when I'm good and ready. If that bothers that person and makes them all hissy pissy, let them have their hissy pissy. Maybe you're helping them grow. So a lot of us feel, because I know there's a lot of pleasers out there, and I used to be one too, a lot of us feel that if someone demands something for us, we're going to give it right away. No, let them wait. Go into your Zen mode, reconnect with you, and then respond. Because when sometimes we get into this real, kind of off balance state, and then someone's demanding an answer, you're probably going to say the wrong thing. And you notice how when you're working on yourself, when you say one wrong thing, you said it. Like, oh, I just said that. They're going to hold that against me forever. And then they just harp on that one thing. You could have said 20 brilliant things, 20 kind things, but they were pressuring you so much you lost your alignment, and you may have said something that maybe you shouldn't have said. And that's what they remember. Bam, 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 bam. You're like, wow. And then sometimes you think, why did I say that? Because I was either stressed or tired, out of alignment. You can say sorry and just move on, but they keep bringing it up, bringing it up. They want to pull you into more drama. Just because you got pulled into some drama, that's okay. Now take that deep breath, reconnect with you, and pull your way out of the drama and become that observer once again. There's that exercise again. It's in the chat. There's a video you can watch about becoming the observer. It's about leaving your thoughts, letting them go, letting them go, letting them go. And then bringing the ones that you still want to think. I've done it a few times, and it's very powerful. It's like, wow, I feel so much lighter. It's like that load just got lifted. So really, really neat. All right, everyone. I kind of jumped from that introduction into this rambling on yet again because I love talking. And actually, this morning I woke up with a sore throat for about 20 minutes. And I remember when I woke up with it, I said, oh no, maybe I won't have any voice left today, or maybe my throat's going to get too, bad for me to do my call tonight. I said, why would I ever say that to myself? I love my body. I love the way my body can heal in 20 minutes. I love this. I love that. And suddenly, all of a sudden, I shifted into a higher vibration, and all my sore throat just melted away. So we are the masters of our bodies. It's all in here, everyone. You master the mind, you master life. It's all about psychological balance. Not to say things aren't going to happen to us still, but the cool thing about this experience we're having, we are in charge of our thoughts. Nobody can take away your thoughts. Nobody, 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 nobody. That is the one thing. They can take away your personal items. They can say things to you. They can do whatever. But nobody can take away the way you think, the way you choose to respond, the way you choose to act. Nobody can. Sometimes we get desires from our negative ego. Again, we have the choice not to follow suit. We have the choice to be in control. So this really is the time of choice on planet Earth. And there's the good, the bad, the ugly, and the really good. And it's up to us to decide where we want to go, what we're looking at, what we want to focus on. Because when we focus on positive, we all know what happens, more positive. When we focus on negative, we all know what happens, more negative. So I always say, be careful of your thoughts, your words, your actions. They're so important in this time. They're so, so absolutely important. So I know like last night I was extremely exhausted, like to the point of where I wanted to cry, and I don't get like that often because I didn't have time to. I did meditate, but it wasn't enough because of what I was going through. I needed to meditate more, and it was bedtime, and I was like so exhausted. I'm like pretty well crawling to bed, and somebody said something to me, and it pretty well reminded me of something I didn't do. And there was a part of me that just wanted to, and I bit my tongue. I said, dissolve these negative thoughts and may the love come in and may we all go to sleep peacefully. Now, when I'm a little off at night, I'll put on either a meditation to soothe the house or to soothe my mind, but I was even too tired to do that. So I just kind of put a little mantra in my head, ease and flow. This house is full of love, joy, and happiness. I'm leaving everything to God. I'm rebooting. I'm going to have a peaceful sleep. I kind of just said little things like that. All is well. And I just kind of just drifted off. And when I woke up, I was in such a better mood. Exhaustion can come in from being in heavy negative places. So let's say you're going into like even a mall can be negative, or especially like in right now there's like all this anxiety from kids going to school again and parents stressing out, and kids going to university and parents stressing out. There's a lot of energy of that happening right now, but there's a lot of other things happening, right? We have all that stuff we feel from around the world that's happening. Sometimes it's in our own backyard, sometimes it's overseas. But we're all human. We're all being bombarded by all this change. And a lot of us don't like change. They don't want their world to change. And then what's happening? They're trying to keep their little routine the same. I eat this in the morning, I do this, their habits, or they're just keeping their habits. I can't change. I don't want to change. I don't want to change. I don't want to change. But outside, everything's changing. We're changing a billion times per second. So we just keep coming in and out of reality. We're changing. Everything's changing. But there's some of us that are a little more scared to change than others. So when we want to change a negative belief, sometimes people can change them very quick. Or there's this belief that, things have to happen slowly. So, because, if I change too fast, I won't be able to handle it. And if you have that belief, then what you're going to notice is your life is going to look the same over and over and over and over. There's all this change happening around you, but you might not want change, or you're holding it. Take a deep breath. Allow change. Ask your higher self. Ask God, may I change in a way I can handle? All for the positive. I have a little bit of fear. I have a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of tension about the changes. But I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to trust that I'm going to take that inspiration, that impulse, that passion. I'm going to follow it. Your higher self will never guide you to the wrong thing ever. It knows why you came here. It knows where you've been. It knows what you need to learn. And it's like it's your heart pulling yourself. So allow your higher self to guide you to that next best thing. Allow deep breaths. And when those interferences come from all angles, observe them. Breathe. Observe them. And then respond. It's okay to have a pause in your speaking. Although I rambled on nonstop for about 20 minutes without breathing, it is okay to breathe. It is okay if somebody asks you a question to actually take a moment to respond. There's a lot of power in silence. A lot of power in silence. And it's not easy for us to be quiet, but I've always been told, speak less. Speak less. I'm like, okay, I'll speak less. I like to talk. So that's why I have you guys here. So thank you for hearing me out today. But now we're going to jump into the healing part. And with the healing part today, the energy is already intense. I'm already feeling lightheaded. And I do get a lot of people saying, I was very lightheaded, I felt nauseous, I felt this, I felt that. We all feel differently as we're releasing negative energy and we're bringing in love. It's so cute. I'm just looking at the chat now and I just see, I love you, Mom. And it's coming from So Brilliant. So I'll explain that. That's my daughter using my phone to watch this as she goes to bed because her first day of school is tomorrow. They had a PD day. So I love you too. And listen and fall asleep. Okay, perfect. So we're all going to get a really nice reboot today. We're going to allow that love to come through. We're going to let all that icky stuff go. Now, some of you might remember what's leaving, some of you might not. You don't have to remember. This is a higher self thing. And this is neat how these healing calls happen. Because our mental mind, our personality self is like, oh, I want this to happen, I want this to happen. Sure, bring your intentions to the surface. Now, some people email me or text me before saying, Brenda, can you include this in your thoughts or include this in the healing today? And I do. I make a mental note of that. I put it out there. And then I go through my own stuff I throw out there. And then I get to bigger things. And we're all sending out all these intentions, right? And sometimes we don't even know what we need to intend. And that's okay too, because a lot of the healing comes from deep within our field. And we might be healing a childhood trauma where we don't even remember it. We won't even remember it healing, but we're going to feel lighter tomorrow. Because there's these things called moments of time. And it's traumas that happen at a certain time in our lives where they keep replaying. And I talk about these all the time. They're also called soul fragments, moments of time. And they can define our lives because they are holding so much either guilt or shame or trauma or whatever, sadness. And here we are trying to be light and we're getting bothered. But you'll notice when one heals, when all of a sudden it kind of integrates back into your heart, but you'll feel lighter. Like your eyes will sparkle more the next day. You'll feel calmer, but you won't know exactly what it was. Sometimes it's one of those big healings of one of those big traumas. So we are here to heal ourselves, whatever is needed today. So you're going to sit down, you're going to lay down, you can have your eyes open, you can have your eyes closed, whatever is comfortable for you. When I start this, I do have the music going, I do talk, and it's not needed because the energy itself, we have these beautiful beings of light and the room's already full, and like there's so many of them nowadays, it's like it makes me very dizzy and I feel so much love during it. And sometimes they make me cry. I'm not going to cry today because I've gotten used to this new energy that came in more so recently. But what's going to happen is you're just imagine this. Each of us is going to be an octahedron of love. And you can think of it as a bubble of love, diamond of love, and you're in white light. Your higher self is in control. Your higher self is going to work with these beings of light to release what you need to release at the physical, the emotional, the mental level, the spiritual level, the etheric level. It has much more levels than I speak about. Usually people say the first three, emotional, physical, and mental, but there's different layers. And we hold traumas differently. We hold them in our cell memory. So what's happening is we don't have to understand it. This is the cool thing. Because our human minds, I've been doing this for 15 years, I haven't quite wrapped around how it's done. But what I do see is I do see the effects on people. I do feel the effects on myself when it happens. We feel lighter. We feel more at peace. We feel more connected to who we are. In essence, what's happening is as this dense energy is pulled out of our system, we're coming back to who we truly are, our authentic selves. And that's really the goal here, to come back to our authentic selves, to let go of the judgments of ourselves and others, to forgive ourselves for things we've done. Just let all that stuff go. And a lot of you who are empathic out there can be different depending on who you are speaking with or dealing with. And that authentic you is in there somewhere, but you change for everyone else. Well, I would love it. And one day you say, you know what? I stopped changing for everyone else. I just became who I am. And the people who didn't like it, they left. And the people who like it, they stayed. I can't make you a more magnificent than you are. You're already a magnificent being of light. My daughter hears this all the time. My kids hear this all the time. All we can do is pull away the resistance so your magnificence shines through. That's all we're doing. It's actually that simple. And it's the traumas, it's the sadness, it's the hurt feelings, it's the stuff we're seeing. We pick up everything that we've ever seen, ever experienced, ever heard. You know, sometimes when someone else is getting punishment or being hurt, it hurts us more. So we're affected by everything, you know. So it's a lot of healing happening on this planet right now. It's an individual healing, and it's a human collective healing. And as one person's heart's open, that adds more light to this world. And that's why I love doing these calls, because we're holding the light for those who can't. We are going to we end this meditation healing with a huge beam of light that surrounds and weaves through Mother Earth. That's my favorite part, because this planet loves us so much. Our bodies are from Mother Earth. I love my body. And actually, going on to that, I actually ate badly for 2 days. Because you know when you're like not in your home and you're out and about, like sometimes there's just not good food to eat. So what did I do? I said, if I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat it with love. And I was indulging in some pretty, maybe not healthy foods, but I loved it. And I said, I love this food, and my body's going to do whatever it can to take the good stuff and let the other stuff go. So when I ate something, I did not eat it with guilt. I did not eat it with shame or embarrassment or anger. I ate it with love. Eat your food with love. Drink your water with love. Love everything, and see the world love you back. I love every one of you. I can feel your energy. I know you can feel my energy. You can feel this beautiful energy that's coming here to help us today. So I am now going to stop talking, and let's get on our way. So this is the part where we do the healing, although the energy is already here. So I'm going to put on the music, and if you can tell me if there's a good balance, and then we will start. And then we'll do the theme, bringing chaos and drama and patterns and all that icky stuff. Let's let that go. So we bring peace and calm and clarity, and we stand in our power, and we respond appropriately. There we go. I like that one. Of course, you can make any intention that you wish, but that's a good one for me. All right, so now I have the music, and this is where I expect my little one to fall asleep. She's usually in the office here when she falls asleep then. So. All right, everyone. So I'm just going to look at the chat here to see if there's anything, any intentions I need to know about. Okay, so I think we're good. A lot of little chit-chat there, which is nice. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. I see some new faces here. And beautiful. Okay, so if you can just let me know how the music is. Oh, it says perfect. Okay, thank you, Amanda. All right, we'll leave it as this. I'm just going to drink something, because although my throat's not hurting, it's still a bit dry from yapping. So we're going to drink some warm tea, and we'll start. All right, so then, give me 1 sec here. Just a little bit. Okay, right there. Okay, now I did touch it. Now, please let me know if it sounds better, because I heard it too loud. Oh, I didn't hear it. I just dropped it, so please let me know how it sounds. It's good. Okay, still too loud. All right. I'm going to drop it very gently from this way. Okay, please let me know. Beautiful. Okay, I think we're good. Now, if it's too low, let me know. Much better. Okay, there we go. All right, thank you. What is that saying? Stunning. Wow. That's why okay, it's hard to see right now. It's stunning. Okay, everyone, we're all stunning beings of light. It could be the song. Don't worry. I think we're good. I'll try to monitor. It's hard to hear it from this side. I'm like in a studio. My OBS going on. It's pretty cool. I've become pretty techie nowadays. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Here we get into that state of love. Thank you for joining, because not only are we going to get healings, we are going to send out a massive beam of light to this beautiful planet and all of humanity. And I know, I've been told this, but I know this with my heart and every cell of my body. This love that we send out, this frequency of love, is the most powerful energy on this planet in the universe. And even after this meditation stops, this healing energy continues. And a lot of you say you feel it, right? And we all need it. We're moving into September. I can't believe it's September already. Things are changing, getting back into routine. So let's let go of all that stuff that we no longer need, so we can be focused, more productive, more healthy, more excited, and listen more closely to our higher selves. So we're following our passion, our excitement, our inspiration. So you can do what you're meant to do on this planet, because the world needs your light now more than ever before. But we're shifting and we're doing really well. So pat yourselves on the back. All that positivity is shining through. You're beautiful beings of light. I know these beings appreciate us so much. They know how hard it is to be human. So allow a deep breath, everyone. Bring in those deep breaths. I'm not going to tell you how to breathe. Breathe the way you're comfortable. But if you can extend your tummy, you can bring in that air to any part of your body that you feel tension. You can move around, and then exhale. Just let it all go. All your worries, your anxieties, your stress, your frustration, let it go. It's no longer needed. And keep allowing those deep breaths, just in that comfortable pace that you like. Beautiful. And some of you might start feeling tingling sensations. I know some of you see colors and feel warmth going up and down your body. You are completely safe and protected by the love of God. Where you are, God is. Your higher self knows exactly what needs to release today. So you don't even have to overthink it. You can simply say, I am in the receiving mode. I give permission to heal. Anything that needs to dissolve, transmute, transpose, please have it done. I know there's many of you that start to drift away as your etheric body starts to leave and raise up. It's almost like we all go into this room where these beings of light are working on us. Although we're getting individual healing, there's this group power. It's magnified. We're all in this together. We're here to support each other and hold the light as we're releasing and letting things go and bringing in more love and raising our vibration, our frequencies increasing. And what is your biggest power? It's the power of your vibration and frequency being high, staying in positivity. Because when you're in that state of positivity, nothing can bother you. Allowing that love, breathing in, letting all that tension dissolve. There's so much powerful beings here today with extreme amounts of love. Whether you can feel them or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to get exactly what you need. You can bring in your intentions. You can just allow your mind to relax. There's no right or wrong. Remember, you don't have to listen to my voice. You don't have to listen to the music. The energy is going to do whatever it needs regardless. You are a beautiful, magnificent being of light. We're going to reconnect you with that knowing, so you know it in every cell of your body. You have that connection to who you truly are? Do you ever look in the mirror and say, wow, who are you? Who am I? Then get that beautiful fluttering of love through your body because you've acknowledged yourself as a grander being of light. Do that next time you look in the mirror. See that magnificent being you are. Tell yourself, I love you. I love every part of you. I love my body. I love my hair. I love my digestive system. I love my circulatory system, my immune system. You can list them all. When we say we love ourselves, when we send positive messages, our cells get excited. Do you know that every cell of your body is here because it wants to be with you? And when we reboot and recharge and allow this love of God to fill our bodies, to fill our light, to fill our entire energetic system, all parts of us get excited. Right down to the cellular structure. A lot of the times, a lot of cell memories are dissipated and transmuted out. And then love is brought in, and a lot of us feel lighter and more reconnected. You can ask for that reconnection. You can ask for that powerful communication between you and your higher self. So you can feel the passion, you can feel the happiness. You can feel those thoughts of inspiration that come into your head, and no matter how silly they are, act on them. Whether it's go to Canadian Tire, take a walk, have a coffee, go to the bathroom, whatever it is, they're inspirations. Whatever's most powerful, that's what you follow. Sometimes they're big things, sometimes they're tiny things. But your higher self is guiding you to that next step, that next step, that next step. We're in this energy of change. We're in this energy of beautiful, miraculous things happening. Now, a lot of people will say, Brenda, that's not true. Look at the state of the world. I look at the state of the world and I say, what a blessing. We are going through this shift for a reason. And if we can step back and be that observer, not only of our own thoughts, but of what's happening on planet Earth, and see the beauty in it. And if you can't see the beauty of it, see it for at least neutral. It's neutral. I can see it as an observer. It's happening. Things are shifting. I may not understand it. I may not like the feeling of it, but I'm going to hold the light. So for those who are in a lot worse shape than me, are going to feel the love of God, and their hearts are going to open. And it's going to shift us faster into a better reality. And as we slowly close into the new earth, we're doing it gradually. Imagine we've been doing these healing calls now for 4 years. And I remember back in the day I used to say, I'll keep doing them as long as we need them. I would have never thought 4 years later, here we are, still needing them. But we're so different than we were 4 years ago. There's so much that's healed. Our light's brighter, our frequency's higher, our connection's stronger. Breathing in, remember to take those deep breaths in and out, allowing these beings of light to do the work. You don't have to understand it, just allow it. Feel the love. This healing is going to continue for you throughout this entire session and beyond. But at this time, I would like you to bring in any special intentions you might have for people you might be concerned about, loved ones. You can simply say their names and ask this beautiful energy to surround them, be made available for them. These beings of light know exactly what they need, so you don't have to be specific. These people can be across the seas, they can have transitioned, it doesn't matter, there's no limits. Just bring up one, bring up many, it doesn't matter. Feel this beautiful master light weaving in. You continue with your intentions. And then when you're done, just based in this energy, knowing that the love is being made available to anyone that you asked. Of course, we can't force it, but it's definitely being made available. This energy to move through your homes. And as this energy is weaving through your home, it's dissipating, dissolving any negative energies and replacing them with God's love and light. It's changing the atmosphere to a lighter, more positive, lighter, more full of love. It's feeling more joyful. Some people actually can say they can smell the difference. It's like if there's a musty smell in the house, it just melts away and it feels fresh. Breathe in that love. Everyone in your household, of course, even your pets, are receiving the love. They're healing at the levels they need. Our pets are so open, they're so loving. Maybe directing the energy right to your plants. Our plants pick up a lot of the negativity as well. You may want to clear those away so they feel balanced as well. You're anchoring in this new energy. You're anchoring this love of God to every cell of your body. You're allowing the healing to do whatever you need. Some of you are looking like beautiful beings of light, so relaxed, allowing state. There's others that might still be going through some emotional release. Just let it go. As this light's coming in, it's replacing the dense energy with love, reconnection, happiness, joy, abundance, and wealth. It's all those things that are truly your birthright. We're coming back to our birthright. We're reclaiming our magnificence. We're feeling our power. We know how powerful we are. And we might not know it in the conscious level, but in our hearts, we know how powerful we are. It's time for you to reclaim your magnificence. it's time to let go of those negative patterns of behavior, those negative thoughts that try to keep us stuck in the cycle. They don't have any more power anymore. In this new energy on planet Earth, we're healing faster than ever before. Beliefs that would take forever to change are changing quicker than ever before. You can dissolve and change a negative belief in a matter of seconds. You're already a powerful manifester. Just focus more on what you want to manifest. Focus on the positive. Focus on your strengths, your goodness, your positivity, your magnificence. Whenever those negative thoughts come, like I said before, just allow them to be there. We're not fighting them. Just allow them to be there, but choose not to engage with them, choose not to follow them, choose not to believe them. A very powerful tool, if you have a negative thought that keeps coming up, talk to the negative thought and say, hey, negative thought. You can do it right now if there's one there. And say, hey, negative thought. You're not going to just dissolve and disintegrate. We don't mean that. What happens is they just become an option. So letting that negative ego rest. It's not going to be destroyed. We don't want to destroy our ego. We need our ego. We want our ego to become into balance. So when your negative ego is flaring up, say, hey, negative ego, I love you. Ego, I love you. And you are part of who I am. And there's so many intricate parts. Let our higher self do what it's been made to do. It's made to lead us into the next step. And we're going to be here interpreting. So take that pressure, that big pressure we put on our ego, which makes it get out of control, and say, you're still here. You're loved. And we're going to send it more love right now. Can you imagine tomorrow morning waking up with a peacefulness in your heart that you've never had before? Where you know with every cell of your body that everything's going to be okay? When you know that you came on planet Earth excited to be here? That's that feeling I want you to anchor so deep in your cells. When you get to the other side, it feels fabulous, exciting. But if you're on that journey, that's okay. Be excited about the journey, because we're here to learn and grow and heal. And, you know, people who know me, and I know myself pretty good, I'm continuously healing layer by layer, 15 years later. But I do it with a smile. I do it with excitement. I'm like this investigator. What's there? Show me. Be that investigator. Be excited about your healing. I want you to take that beautiful deep breath. Allowing that deep breath. Letting all that stuff go. Letting all that love in. And as always, one of my favorite parts is this beautiful healing is continuing on you, your loved ones, your home. We're going to start intending powerful beam of light. So powerful. We can't comprehend this. Our human minds can try, but this goes beyond our human minds. It goes into the love of our Creator. And we're asking these beings of light, our Creator, God, Source, whatever you want to call it, this energy is the energy that gives us this beautiful reality to play in. We are loved beyond measure, and we are going to powerfully come together to bring this beam of light and weave it through Mother Earth. And as it's weaving and it's starting now, you might feel this beautiful beam of light coming out of your heart. Whether you're watching this live or on replay, you are being included. It is massive. You can feel it tingling all over. It's beautiful. And you can imagine this in any way that you wish, but you're going to somehow grasp the magnitude of this healing energy. And it is going to surround, it's going to weave in Mother Earth, and it is going to touch the hearts of every human. It's going to be made available to every animal and plant and marine life and fish. It's going to surround every water molecule and air molecule. It's going to weave in through the landscapes. Every ounce of Mother Earth, everything that is upon her, is going to be surrounded in this light. The birds, the leaves, the flowers. We're intending this powerful energy to surround everyone and everything. And of course, we can't force it. We can't force someone to accept the energy, but we can sure hope they do. And that is compassionate action. This is where we get to send powerful energy to everyone and everything. And as hearts open, as hearts heal, it's all moving towards the healing of the collective. As humans heal, Mother Earth heals. As Mother Earth heals, humans heal. We're all in this together. Whatever stage you're at, love yourself for it. Where you are is perfect and evolving. You are loved beyond measure. You are supported. You are never alone. We've all had tremendous balancing and healing. A lot of us are more sensitive now. We're more reconnected. We're more energized and excited. And there's a lot of us that have drifted off into our meditative states, perhaps to sleep. It doesn't matter. This energy is going to work regardless. This energy is lighting up the darkest places on Mother Earth to the lightest places. If there's something in your heart that you may have saw and you want to send extra love to that place on Mother Earth, please do. This is you and your powerful intentions. We have this beautiful, powerful light right now. Send it wherever you wish. Send that love, send that love. Those beams of light. We're actually now, although Mother Earth is going to still be bathed in this energy for days to come. This energy is going to be made available to anyone who wants it. It's not disappearing, it's staying there. We're then going to imagine, know, trust, and intend that this energy, this love beam, goes out to our Milky Way, the stars, our galaxy. We have many beings of light surrounding our planet, holding the space for us, giving us support. We're sending that love back to them. We're going even beyond that to the universe and the multiverse. You just feel that. We're all one. We're all different aspects of ourselves, but we're all one. And when you feel that connection and you know your magnificence, anything is possible. Breathing in and anchoring that peaceful feeling deep within yourselves, deep within your being. Those old negative behaviors and thoughts are dissipating. It's like they've ran out of the record and they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. And and replacing those with positive thoughts. I am magnificent. I am supported. I am loved. I matter. I make good choices. My intuition is stronger than ever before. I am positive, my thoughts, my actions, and my words. I'm sleeping better than ever before. My heart is full of peace. I have compassion. My body is healing. Your immune system just now kicked up a notch. Not just a notch, a huge notch. That immune system of yours, with all that clutter taken away, is on high alert. And you're getting a beautiful physical healing right now that's going to work on you for the rest of the night. You're all so beautiful, so magnificent. You're lighting up the room. We're going to end on this beautiful note as we're feeling this magnificent love for ourselves, for humanity, for this world, knowing that everything is going to be okay, that everything's happening as it should. We're going to stay in that positive momentum. We're going to ride this wave of love. We're going to sleep peacefully. We're going to heal. We're going to wake up refreshed, reconnected, ready to take on our day. You're all in these liquid bubbles of love. These beings of light are going to continue to work on you. You're shifting into better realities. You're shifting into better mindsets. You're shifting into better situations. That love in your heart is floating to the surface. You are a being of light and you are glowing in light. So continue to be that lighthouse, dear one. The world needs your light. I'm just going to let the music play for a moment as you base in this energy. As this meditation healing session comes to an end, you can stay in that energy as long as you want. And even if you snapped out of it, these beings of light are going to stay with you, working on you. You matter so much. You are so loved. I thank you all for joining. In just a moment, I'm going to do the singing bowl. But if you want to stay in this energy and just stay in that meditative state, you can just turn this off and base in it. I thank you all for joining. I'll see you again next Tuesday. It's very powerful and buzzing. It's beautiful. Thank you all for being a part of that. All right, everyone, we're slowly coming back. You're very welcome for that basting. I was basting in that energy as well. Sometimes it's hard to be the one talking as I just want to drift. But still very, very beautiful from my perspective. Wow. Whew. I'm going to bring out the singing bowl in just a moment. I'm just going to turn down the volume here so it's not so loud. Good night, everyone. For whoever's leaving before the bowl comes, sleep well. And for those of you who want to stay for the singing bowl, you're more than welcome to. All right, everyone. That was very, very intense. Wow. I can't even see right now. My contacts are not fitting my eyeballs. That was a lot of energy. Very beautiful. Thank you all for joining. This will be up for the replay. And if you have any questions or comments, use the YouTube comments. I am responding pretty quickly to them. Wow, actually, and just one thing, I just received this huge amount of heat. Just right now, it's like I'm on fire inside. So if that does happen, just imagine it's like white light entering and it can cause extreme heat. It's all good. Just drink your water, allow whatever needs to happen. It's all good. Sleep well, everyone. Thanks again. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Good night, everyone. Thanks.